And New Year's greetings to my loyal supporters, the people of Hay and the Commonwealth of Booktowns. 2014 has been a busy and successful year. Highlights included my attending in May, on your behalf, the 9th International Booktown Festival in Tvedestrand, Norway, in my capacity as Honorary Life President of the International Organisation of Booktowns. As a result of connections made at that meeting, 5 Icelandic librarians visited Hay and will again return in the near future. Moreover, at that meeting the door was opened for the second generation of Booktowns, which will hopefully be free from the interference and ignorance of government quangos, who, as you are aware, are more interested in protecting their own reputations than benefiting rural communities. With that in mind, at this time of year, I always fondly recall the real heroes of the first Booktown, our very own Hay. People such as Norman Radcliffe, who with the assistance of Nick Smith and Trevor Price brought 1 million books into Hay and helped create a unique form of international book dealing for the new international world, which made us competitive with the likes of Sotheby's, Christie's and Quaritch. In July, I visited Montpellier in France, one of the first generation Booktowns, which my wife and I helped to create in the early 1990s. Shortly afterwards, my wife and I held a royal garden party in my country seat that was attended by an assortment of loyal Hay supporters and dignitaries. The success of this delightful and informal occasion will hopefully be repeated similarly in further receptions to be held in 2015. In August, as head of state, I attended a meeting of Welsh members of the Hay House of Lords at the Royal Bellevue Hotel, Aberystwyth, where we debated Hay's position on nuclear disarmament. Finally, this September, in my last official visit of the year, I visited Selfoss in Iceland, where I both spoke and met with this country's enchanting country's president at an inaugural meeting to establish Iceland's first Booktown, which Hay will be instrumental in establishing. Lastly, with regard to my plans for next year, alongside the usual state visits, I plan to publish a series of pamphlets to be published by His Majesty's Stationery Office, which will also be available for the first time online. They will deal with the future of the book and Booktowns, the political domination of the tourist industry in rural areas, and reconciliation and bridge building through the book. Thank you for listening, and may I wish you all a happy and prosperous new year.